Hey, it's Gabe with API Nation. Today I'm going to show you how you can use LeadConnector to sync your database to Follow Up Boss. All those leads you're getting through your website can automatically get put right into Follow Up Boss. You can start connecting with them, put them on a campaign, and start pushing those contacts and leads towards becoming a deal. So it's super easy to set this up. Let me show you how. First thing you're going to do is go to apination.com. There you're going to see a big button here. First thing you're going to do is go to apination.com. You're going to see a big button here. It says Discover Connections. So I'm going to click on that. This is going to take me to API Nation. You're going to see a ton of different apps, marketing, productivity, real estate apps that you can connect and automate. I'm going to come on down here till I get to L for LeadConnector. There it is, and click on that. So these are all the apps I can automate using LeadConnector. So I can have contacts sent into CRMs like Boomtown, Brevity, or apps like Constant Contact, KV Core, KW Command. Just a ton of great options here. I'm going to go on down to F for Follow Up Boss and connect that. And you can see it's a two-way sync, so there's two different syncs. There's a flat rate at the top, but that covers both these syncs, and actually you can set up these syncs as many times as you want with slightly different rules, which is a great option if you're doing something a little bit more granular or special. I'll show you what that looks like a little bit here. I'm going to activate this sync. So it's going to send Follow Up Boss contacts back to my database. And to do this, first we're going to sign into our API Nation account. If you don't have one yet, click this link at the top. You can make one totally free. Or you can sign in using Google. That's what I'm going to do. All right, and now we're going to go ahead and connect Follow Up Boss. Click the big button. It asks for an API key. Let's go over to Follow Up Boss and get that. And to grab that API key, I'm going to go to Admin, come all the way over here to More, and click on API. You're going to see all the API keys you've created. If you haven't created any yet, you're going to click this button to create one. And you can name it whatever you want. I'm going to name mine API Nation because that's what I'm using it for. Hit Create API Key. It's going to show you this key. This is the only time you'll see it, so make sure you copy it. And now we'll go back to API Nation to plug it in. All right, let's go ahead and paste that API key in here. And now we just need a label. And if you're only connecting one Follow Up Boss account, you can just name this whatever you want. It's basically if you're connecting multiple Follow Up Boss accounts, how you can tell the difference between the connections. Hit connect. Now we're gonna do a similar thing with LeadConnector. We're gonna hit this big button. It'll take us out and show us the accounts we can connect here, especially if you already signed in. I'm gonna go ahead and do HQ. All right, and now I have that account available to select. And finally, we're just gonna set up this sync. So do I wanna send all the contacts from Follow Up Boss into my database here using LeadConnector, or do I just wanna send contacts and leads created today going forward? I can sync all, or I can uncheck it and only do today going forward. And then as those contacts come over, if they already exist in my database, do I want to overwrite the information completely or just fill in the blanks? I'm going to check the box that says just fill in the blanks. So we've set up the sync. Now we're just one step away from hitting this big button that says activate, but we're going to do a final check here. This all came over fine. There's this additional filter option here, which is great. Like I said earlier, sometimes people set up multiple syncs with slightly different rules. For example, I can hop in here and only send over people from a certain source. So maybe I only want to send over people who came from a Facebook ad. I could do that. But for this example, I'm just going to go ahead and send over everybody. I'm going to come down here to mapping. You can see all the information. We do most of this for you, but if there's anything else, any other webs or any other fields you want added, just hit this plus sign. It'll show you the available fields from Follow Up Boss. And then if you see something that matches, just plug it in there. There we go. This looks great. I'll activate this sync. All right, so the first part is connected. Follow Up Boss is sending some information back to my database. I'm going to go ahead and click this LeadConnector logo to go back to the LeadConnector syncs. And I'm going to do the same thing. Click on Follow Up Boss again, but this time we're doing LeadConnector to Follow Up Boss. So I'll activate that. It's going to show me the accounts I've already connected to API Nation, so I can just select them because I'm using them again. Again, we're going to set up the sync. Do I want to sync everybody, And do I want to override information? Let's not override information, and let's sync everybody. And again, finally, we're going to look at this. Again, you can use the filter to kind of hone exactly how people are being sent over. One thing to pay attention to here in Follow-Up Boss, as they're sent over from your database, you can actually assign an agent. So here's that field for assign an agent. And if you have a field in your database with that agent name, you can just plug it right in here. Or we'll have some people who will go ahead and assign agents tags in their database. So they'll do something like, okay, if an agent tag contains Gabe, go ahead and assign agent Gabe Hagstrom. So you can do it that way, and then you just set up a different sync for every agent connecting their tag to their name here. So definitely an option. This looks good. I'm going to go ahead and activate this sync. Great. Now if I go here, I can see in the My Syncs area, I have 2 syncs up and running. Follow-Up Boss to Lead Connector back to Follow-Up Boss. Lead Connector is now connected to Follow-Up Boss. Now any of those contacts and leads that come through my website that I've been chatting with, texting with, will also get sent into Follow-Up Boss, so I can use the tools there to continue pushing them towards a deal. If you have any questions or need any assistance, give us a phone call, shoot us an email. We're API Nation, connecting the world's applications. We love doing this stuff.